What's going on YouTube? It's Pelfrey, and we are back after 7 nights being away. The glass obviously is terrible. I do have the lights adjusted so that you can get a good view of what the tank looks like. The sandbag is trashed. I'm not so sure why a bunch of sand got moved over to this corner here, but oh well. Looks like one of the Recordia mushrooms has broken free from its little gel cell back here in the back. But yeah, the tank is trashed, and surprisingly, this is 10 gallons, and it didn't use as much water as I thought. Now, we did turn the thermostat up in the house to like 78 before we left, so having that up from like 74 to 78, 79 may have helped with evaporation. Now, if you do remember, I did add phosphates and nitrates to this water, but I also have another theory. I did trim some of the chaeto before we left, and I'm thinking with the nutrients in the tank, the chaeto probably had a pretty good growth spurt, which in turn is going to take up just a little bit of the water volume. So that may be why I didn't use as much auto top off water as I thought that I would use. But anyway, I was thrilled with this setup. It worked out great. Probably gonna leave it sitting here for a couple days until I can get some of that water, because it does have phosphates and nitrates, pump back in to the 6-gallon container. Then I can close everything back up. But got a lot of unpacking and all that stuff to do. But it's hard to see, but it does look like the green slimer still has some good growth tips on it, which was very, very nice to see. You're not gonna see it through the glass there, but that's a pink tip paletta, maybe? I don't know, maybe that's what that is. Anyway, this coral's got some great polyp extension on it. It looks like the slime ball has some white growth tips on it as well. This coral, if I can get you a good shot, is encrusting great on the glass. Looks like the purple stylo starting to open back up a little bit. Let's see. The green bird's nest is super, super fluffy. So it has to be liking the nutrients in the tank. Like I said, I think I got lucky because whenever I left, phosphates were 0 and nitrates were 0. I dosed them by hand for multiple days. And then I knew that whenever I left for 7 nights, I did not want the tank to not have those nutrients. Now again, it does get fed frozen pellets, the TDO, Reef Nutrition TDO pellets, and did add some Reef to the Eheim auto feeder too, which is a powder. The 8 cans here, looking really great and fluffy. I probably should have cleaned the glass up a little bit before we started this video here. I can maybe run the Tunze scraper across it real quick, and you can kind of see how much it opens up the viewing panel. Anyway, nobody wants to sit here and watch me scrape glass, so let's just see if we can get a decent little scrape going on. And if you follow me for any time, you know I don't really edit my videos. I just point and shoot, so you get what you get, and that's what you get. But the fish are looking great. I will finish cleaning off all the glass. Fan kicked on the radio because I have the brightness up pretty high. Let's see here. We did have a great vacation. First couple of days of weather were pretty bad, but from Tuesday on to Saturday when we left, great vacation, great weather, lots of sun, lots of beach time. Oh, let's walk out here. This is always interesting. So we went to Orange Beach, Alabama, and I probably talked about this about last October, but you can find the most amazing seashells down there, and all it takes is just a little digging in the sand. They're out here drying up. This one was really cool to just imagine how big it actually was before it broke off. This thing is super, super shiny, and you know, it's super slick, but all kinds of awesome seashells. And I actually like the ones that are cracked kind of like this, because I think it gives it some character. Again, with this one, just a little bit of character on the seashells. But the hermit snails are awesome, and I'd never seen anything like this before until we started going to Orange Beach, Alabama. And in like 109 days, we'll be back. We'll find some more shells. So if you ever go down there, be sure just to even take a little shovel. This was 2-gallon baggies full of seashells. So let's go back in and look at the tank real quick. I do plan on testing the water, not today, in a couple of days anyway. I got a lot of stuff to do aside from getting unpacked and getting caught up with my job. The tank will stay, we'll say, neglected. Well, it's not neglected. It looks like it's doing just great. And if you do follow me on social media, you probably recognize or saw that I got a new truck, a new to me truck. And it's just this time of year that my motivation for the tank just kind of goes down. And it's because it's beautiful outside, and there's all these other projects going on. You know, we did the flooring. I've got a couple other projects that I really want to get done. So my motivation with the tank just kind of depletes throughout the summer months, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. So to hit the back burner, you know, I'm still going to keep up with it and just do the little things, but for the most part, I don't plan on adding anything still. I'm just going to let it go and, you know, hope for the best. I've always been into vehicles, so I'm excited that I got the Tundra, and it was interesting because I've never had a vehicle shipped up here before, you know, sight unseen, but I'm a Toyota family. We've got 3 Toyotas, and if you're buying a Toyota, you know, unless you're like 1 in 1 trillion, you're gonna have great luck out of Toyotas. But yeah, so the tank is, I wouldn't necessarily say thriving by any means. Maybe, because some of these corals, I mean, this green slimer that I put in a while, you can see it's starting to encrust on the rock a little bit. But I'm super, super thrilled because I've never gotten this far with all the corals that I have in here now, especially with this huge bird's nest. And anybody that is familiar with SPS, you know, that's right there, growth tip. There's one, there's one, there's one. And super, super thrilled. There's one. All of these pieces were cut, you know, flat before I got the big piece. So, you know, I'm doing something right, finally. And ironically enough, the bird's nest has been fluffy like this since I moved the tank out and then had to put it back after we got the flooring in. It seems like that big 20-ish gallon water change that I did on the tank really did boost everything in the tank. I will pick up on my frozen food regimen with my Brightwell aminos this week and my coral frenzy that'll start going in the tank this week again. Matter of fact, I am going to feed the tank frozen foods today just because they've been on pellets all week. But need to get this guy up off the sand bed. May stir up the sand bed a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, you know, I've been rambling on for long enough, but super thrilled. I know I've said that a couple times, but this mini 10-gallon brute has just done wonders for me. It's what I use for water changes for the most part. And as far as going on vacation, it will be my go-to solution for auto top off on the tank while I'm gone, because the next trip is for 8 nights. So I know that this will handle that. So one last look of the dirty tank before I close the video out. See these mushrooms back here? Well, not really, because the glass is still dirty there. So yeah, as always, I appreciate you following along. Check me out on Instagram at Pelfrey's Reef. Check out the website at pelfrey.net. Post all the time on Instagram. These videos, I've said it before, are a couple weeks behind Instagram. So if you want to stay up to date, check out Instagram. And I'll catch you all later.